Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video we're actually going to open up some new product, as you guys probably guessed from the title. Haven't done that in a while, and I thought it'd be kind of fun. I am going to go through just a small handful of things that I've got in for consignment. We do have a few big hitters, but this one was actually supposed to already be listed. I'm not sure what happened to the listing itself, but it's for CS2, so this one is going to go back through auction again. I think someone actually commented and asked what happened to the Swampert, and then I just kind of like left my brain or whatever, and then this guy, he had sold through everything we had paid for except for this card, and I was like, well, where's the listing at? And I couldn't even find the listing. So this one is going to go back up for auction, and then I got a few in. These all have CS6 in them. I believe they start Thursday night, but we have a PSA 10 Electabuzz EX from Ruby and Sapphire. That was a pretty tough set from what I remember. Down here it was usually pretty easy to get scratches on that and for it to show through. Next up we have a Claydol EX. Is this the banned one? No, I think the banned one's from a different set, right? I can't remember. One of them was just like completely banned out of the game because it was powerful or something like that. Next up we have a Charizard or Reshiram and Charizard GX. This is the one that was really heavily used in the last World Championship, and it probably would have made another appearance in the next World Championship if it hadn't got basically canceled because of COVID. Next up we have Donphan, another Gem Mint 10. This is from Generation 4. So like this is Generation, these are all Generation 3 here, these first three. This is Generation Sun and Moon 7, right? Yeah, X and Y 6, Sun and Moon 7, Sword and Shield is 8, man. We're almost in Generation 9. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? But this is the Heart Gold Soul Silver. This is where we were transitioning out of the Diamond and Pearl, but it was still all in Generation 4 in terms of the releases. And then last but not least, we have a Hitmonchan, and it does have a very low grade of a 6.5. However, it is square cut. Check it out. It's got square corners. In fact, the corners is what brought down the grade to a 6. Probably like a ding or something on one of those that brought it down. But overall, not too bad of a card. Usually with something like this, it's more about acquisition, just because it's like it's very niche. So there's not a ton of people out there who collect the square cut cards. But if you collect Hitmonchan and you actually do collect the square cut ones, you try to get your hands on this kind of stuff. Hitmonchan is one of the more common square cut cards because it was one of the starter theme decks. Not the starter deck, but one of the theme deck cards that come off the PCD. Those are usually the more easily to find square cuts for the base set haulers. You got the Hitmonchan, Gyarados, Mewtwo, and the Ninetales. And then usually after that, it gets significantly more difficult to find them out there in the wild. Alright, so for what the main draw of this video, which is probably going to be less than my normal stuff, we're actually going to open these up. And I'm going to talk about the value of them just a little bit, and why I'm deciding to open up all of my Leafeon and Glaceon VSTAR boxes. I checked the price on eBay. Of course, I got these in late. My distributor had already told me that they'd apologized for shipping them out late, and then it actually got caught in a snowstorm in Tennessee, and then for some reason it sat at the hub with UPS for like 10 days. So I'm almost 2 weeks late past the release on getting this product. A lot of times they try to get the product out to people who are reselling it within a week or so before the release, and I'm getting it 2 weeks afterwards. And I just checked the prices on eBay, and for me to be able to compete, I would basically need to offer the set at $50, and my cost is nearly $40. So for something like this, it doesn't even make sense. You're already at a loss if I try to sell them sealed, because you got to factor in the shipping, which is going to be priority. I like to ship inside of a box, because you ship in a bubble mailer, they're going to be crushed, they're going to be returned anyways. You've got the cost of postage, which is already going to be priority, and these do not fit inside of like a smaller type priority mailer or anything like that. I mean, so it's going to be it can potentially be very expensive, especially if I ship it out to say like Hawaii or Alaska. And then on top of that, you've got the fees for the transaction eBay, so it would be a big L. And for a lot of people who look at the market for this kind of stuff, you think, I have a ton of these, why don't I just sell them at the $50 price tag, and you only got 40 and you're going to make money. Well, if you do the numbers, you're actually going to lose quite a bit in that case. So for me, I would just rather open them up. I'll figure out a way to make some money either with the packs, or I'll just set them back. But I really like the cards. I think the Leafeon and the Glaceon have pretty decent artwork. I'm not really a fan of that border. However, I like the fact that they're textured, and it's a Leafeon and it's a Glaceon. So I mean that's really cool. And the jumbos are textured as well. So I think the value can really add up if I break it down. But for the most part, I'm gonna just kind of keep them for now because I like the way they look. I like the artwork. It's gonna be a loss, you know, one way or the other. But for now, maybe if I just set back the promos and kind of do like what I do with most all the other promos that come in boxes like this, I'll just set them back, and maybe in time, you know, they'll make up the value later on. But if not, you know, it's okay because, you know, I'm gonna win out, you know, in other places like when the next celebration sets come out or something like that. Because I order all this kind of stuff from other distributors, whether it's going to be good or bad. That way, I stay in the rotation, and sometimes they give me, at least I think, anyways, a little bit of priority, you know, for some of that more rare or in high demand stuff. But all right, so let's just go ahead and get past all the talking and let's actually open them up. Alright, these open up fairly clean. Looks like you get Vivid Voltage, Chilling Rain, or Vivid Voltage, Evolving Skies, Chilling Rain. So we've got 2 Evolving Skies. There's a code for somebody. I'll try to upload these codes to the website. I've been pretty lax about that while we've been changing out things. I got 2 Fusion Strike. See, the jumbo, as you can see, like I said, it's textured, so that's pretty cool. I like that Leafeon VSTAR. I don't even do a lot with jumbos anymore. I've just been kind of storing them, and I was sending them to a few places, but you know, sometimes it's just nice to have, you know, those things. I saw this. I was wondering if it was actually going to be a thing. I wonder if this is like the counter. I wonder if I should keep those. This is one of those things that I'll probably like throw in for free with flat rate type items. Alright, so we've got a Leafeon V, and then we have a Leafeon V-Star. Now, if you're watching this, my neighbor Derek, he come over. We were talking earlier, and he said that I just want to know what I did. So I showed him, and we had a good time. It was really fun. I think whatever, we were just talking about different things, and you know, it's crazy how so many people can connect with Pokemon, and you know, you got a real person in there. But we're going to open up some packs, and here's some codes for somebody. But anyways, Derek, if you're watching, I had a great time meeting you. Or not meeting you, but having you over. First time I've had him over. Should have had you over long before now, but sometimes I get wrapped up in life, and I forget about things that are important. Here we go, got another V-Star thing. So here are the 2 promos. There's just something satisfying about having, you know, stacks of promos at times. But there we go. There's the Glaceon V, and then the full art Glaceon V-Star. We'll put those right there. So in a way, I mean, you got a lot of value already just because you got 4 ultra rare pulls, and we haven't even opened up the packs. All right, so let's see what we have. We're going to start with the Chilling Rain, then I'll go to the Fusion Strike, and then I'll do Evolving Skies. We'll do it that order because I like the possibility of pulling some more evolutions out of the Evolving Skies. Hopefully I haven't already ruined the Chilling Rain by showing you guys that dark green code. But maybe we'll pull something out of here. Seviper and Golurk. Pull this one off to the side. One of these days I'm going to open up the Hidden Fate stuff there sitting in the background. And watch there be a Charizard sitting inside. Crabrawler, Weedle, and a Banette. Alright, so let's move on to the Fusion Strike. I'd like to pull that Gengar. I mean, who wouldn't, right? But I haven't pulled one of those because I didn't open up much of anything really with Fusion Strike. I just kind of sold the boxes. We got a ton of boxes set back. Right now they're a dime a dozen. Oh, that's a really nice Steelix. And then we got that Deoxys, Fusion Strike, Single Strike, and Rapid Strike. Wow, that's a lot of stuff going on there. Alright, so we'll put this one down. Still no ultra rare pulls just yet. There's a code. I used to break every pack that I got and deal with the ultra rares, selling them out as singles or grading them, and just a lot of that has changed with the Sword and Shield generation. That's how I do things anyways. Just because of limited time. In fact, if you guys, if you're thinking about sending in consignment, I'm going to make a probably official announcement somewhere. But if you're watching this right now, then you'll get in a little bit early if you want. I'm actually going to drop my percent to 10% for items that auction on eBay over 5,000. That's individual items. It's not total consignment, and that's just like an incentive to get higher end items in. I'm gonna do that for February, and it does include sealed product. I wanted to just do PSA graded items, but it does include sealed product as well. So for instance, if you send me a Fossil First Edition box and it sells for $9,000, then you will get 8,100. Out of the 900, that will take care of the eBay fee, the transaction fees, and anything else that would come along with it. The only thing it would not take care of is, say, PayPal fees if you choose to get paid through goods and services. I do offer ACH, which is kind of like a bank deposit, which is usually the easiest way to do it. Can we get another ultra rare? Oh, look at that! We got a VMAX Duraludon. See, one thing I do miss about the pack breaks, man, I would sort that stuff so in depth, and I would basically be able to tell you anything and everything about every single card in every set. That's why I know the WotC promo is so good. That's why I know a lot of sets and their set symbols and all that stuff very well, is because I would literally crank through thousands of those things. Sort them out, list everything individually, manage all that. But I tell you, it's really hard to keep up with that much inventory, and that's why I focus a lot on the PSA graded stuff now. And I'm really pushing the consignment stuff more and more, because that's a lot of fun. Seeing you guys' collections come in and just moving them. Wow, look at that energy. Destroyed right out of the pack. And I bought this directly from a distributor, opened it up from the case myself, opened up the box, and now I'm opening up the booster pack, and it was in the middle of the pack. So for those of you who ever get this kind of thing, know that it is possible for cards to be damaged inside of the pack and the pack not actually be resealed, because there's no way this booster pack or anything, any part of it was resealed. Like, I've got the pack, it was in the middle of the pack was in a box, the box was in a case that I opened up myself. The case came on a full pallet of cases that I bought directly from a distributor myself. So like, there was no one in between. Stormy Mountains and Talonflame. Look at that. Nothing else. So that's where you can also see like the energy on different palettes or on different sheets. Well, that card is it's missing a sheen. See that? It's like the base set stuff. What is that? It's the reverse hollow. Have the other reverse hollows been doing that for? Let's see the energy. The energy's fine there. So that's the reverse hollow. Oh, look at that. I wonder if that's some kind of variation that's going on. It's missing like the gloss. That energy's fine. Yep, that one is too. I don't know if you guys can see it very well on your side, but the reverse hollows that I've been pulling out, these Evolving Skies, are missing their gloss. You can kind of tell the difference right here. That light carries over to that corner, but you can tell it's completely different stock on the back side. This is a non-holographic card. Pretty strange, but kind of cool. I used to collect that stuff really in depth. That's why I love to open up packs. You get to see that kind of stuff that a lot of people just don't see, because you're not opening up a ton of volume. Oh, I showed the code card, but at least it's a white one, so we know what's going on there. Yep, you could tell, like, that's the reverse hollow right there. The one card where it's not shining along the back side. Look at that. Boost shake. It's almost like it's got an issue with the surface, like it was treated for it, but it was never put on there. Like, I definitely wouldn't want to send these to PSA. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, so it should be that back card. Alright, Grass, Vigoroth. Oh, look at that. We end with a Flareon VMAX. We'll sit right in there with our Leafeon and Glaceon. We finish out the trifecta. Got the Grass, Water, and Fire. Of course, these weren't the original Grass, and well, I mean, I guess that was the original Grass, but for the evolutions. But the original Water for the evolutions was Vaporeon. But yeah, that's really cool. Very last card too, and we got to see that new thing with the reverse hollows. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video opening, and if you're looking for these, they are pretty cheap online right now to be shipped directly to where you're at. I imagine you can find them at Walmart or Target or wherever you want, because it doesn't make any sense for someone to go in there and buy them and try to resell them, unless so if they're getting bought out, they're getting bought out with people who just want to open the packs. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll try to have another video come out soon.